a few moments, you will have an experience which will seem completely real. It will be the result of your subconscious fears transformed to your conscious awareness. Warning, this tape must not be played. It can be extremely harmful and result in severe trauma. You have 5 seconds to terminate this tape. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey everybody, it's me, Aries0083. I'm starting off camera because if I turn on the camera, I moved my webcam from its usual place on my monitor to the one of the parts of the desk. I think I did the review for Cyclonus, Kingdom Cyclonus, and Kingdom Optimus Primal in this angle. But it's pretty cool. But since you're not seeing my face, I'm alive. I'm not blind. Well, I was customizing Core Megatron. I was using some Pledge Future on it. I had a syringe and I squeezed too tight and everything splashed everywhere. I don't think I got any on my eyes, but I got some on my face, but I washed my eyes out. Hopefully, I washed my eyes for like 10 minutes just in case. But I'm feeling pretty good now. Anyways, I'm starting early because it's 7:45 right now. I scheduled this thing for 8. I sent out a tweet and I posted on Facebook on my page. I didn't post on my regular Facebook, but I got one of these days I'll drum up the courage to like just post to my regular profile. I don't know, or post to Transformers addicts and bug them that I'm going live. I think I'm part of a Facebook group that's about YouTubers, so I should bug them. Anyway, my last live stream only got 8 views. I haven't put any chapters in it or any keywords, and I was kind of hesitant about doing this. The numbers are not looking good. I was watching some Tube Buddy videos about like shorts and all that. But yeah, I don't know. Seems like the guys that I feel like are making billions of bucks are struggling too. So I'm like I'm a small fry. What am I expecting? Anyway, let's start off with the toy haul. I only got one toy haul this week or last week. Well, it was earlier this week. Let me turn on the camera. Basically, it's this guy. I got another buzzworthy Bumblebee Silver Streak. It looks like it was in the back at Target. They just put it on the clearance shelf. No sticker, but it's scanned for like $6.89. With tax, it came up to like $7.05. But I do love the Statson mode. I remember when they reviewed the Siege 35th anniversary for Walmart. I thought this is what we were gonna get in Siege, like as a Walmart exclusive, and I was like, haha, I love it. But it was the Choo Choo shoe, sadly. But I do like this. I already customized one as Sylvie, Silver Streak, painted the lips red and a little bit of gold highlights. But that was the only toy that I got for my toy haul. Autobot Silver Streak. Let me stop the camera and the banner. And let me go to the wheelies dealies. I didn't. I don't have a banner for news. Ugh. Anyways, my keyboard is under my desk. Let me share the screen. If anybody who's somebody knows that Motormaster and Metroplex are showing up on online stores. If you love Target, Target has Legacy Metroplex. Sorry, they have Legacy Metroplex for $189.99, shipped to house. There are no coupons, but I'm guessing at this cost, shipping is free. Yeah, it says free shipping over here. I edited the zip code to 90210. Anyways, I'm not really crazy about this Metroplex or that price. I want to get it though, but I want to wait until there's like a coupon or sale. So if it sells out, I don't really mind. But if you're crazy, if you're one of those crazy YouTubers that has to get it now, I want it now. Then here's your time, your moment. Go for it. And the next wheelies dealy. These aren't exactly deals. I guess they're just finds. Usually stuff like this I'll post on my Instagram or on my Twitter. So also, if you don't want to get Metroplex from from Target, you can get it from Dorkside Toys for $10 more. Oh. The Target one, I did see that the price fluctuated. Like I had screenshotted it for 189, then I looked, it was 199, then now it's back to 189. But Dark Side Toys has it for 189 and free shipping. So if it sells out at Target, or if you live in Tennessee, you could order it from Dark Side Toys and get it super quick. But yeah, and the last wheelie dealy. Wheelies dealies. Wheelies say find deals today. Grimlock say these deals are okay. The last thing, Dorkside Toys also has Motormaster in stock, 89.99. Big Bad Toy Store had it before Dorkside, but now it went from in stock to pre-order. And I've heard Entertainment Earth also has them in stock. But if this thing is still here on Saturday, I'll probably get it. I like I like Motormaster more than I like Metroplex. He's chunky design, chunky box, and I won't mind having the skeleton of Menasor to mess around with. I want to see if he could do the pose. He probably can, but I want to see. And you get the other King of the Road. I do wish I mentioned this before. I wish that he had two trailers, but I am glad that the cab has the windows on the top. And that's about it for the wheelies dealies. Let me turn off that banner. All right. Um, yeah. Let me create the banner. I'm using a new wireless headset. Last time I had it too close to my mouth, so every time I breathed it out like a Tazon day, I didn't move away from the mic and it would pick up. But I guess practice makes perfect. I don't know how this is going to sound, but hopefully it sounds better. And I hope the AC in the background doesn't pick up. But eh. Anyway, toy news. Let me turn that on. There we go. Uh, eh. There's not a lot of toy news. That's why I was kind of doubting doing this live stream. I was like, what am I going to talk about? There's nothing to talk about. It's Legacy sucks. Uh, I don't know. And the world's going to hell in a handbasket. But I did watch Lightyear on Disney Plus. That I did enjoy that movie. They took out the same sex kiss, which I guess that's their decision. But I love the designs of the spaceships in that movie. Researching a bit, they were made by FX artist who worked on Star Wars, John Duncan. He built models and then they scanned the models into the computer. So right now I'm like, I hope all of that Lightyear stuff goes on clearance so I could pick up those ships at least. Um, and that $46 ship, that I really want to see that go down in price. Anyways, for news, we got Legacy Transformers Legacy Deluxe Minerva in hand, in package image. I was wondering, everyone was calling her Minerva, Minerva, that's her Japanese name. And lo and behold, the name is on the package, Autobot Minerva. They didn't call her something else, so wow. Oh, wow. I mean, Minerva, I know, so I think this is a proper name, at least in Spanish. It's Minerva is a name that I've heard. Uh, it'd be like Autobot John, but I guess that's why they throw the Autobot in front. But yeah, we got Autobot Minerva. Was found in Walmart, but she's a Walgreens exclusive. And I love Walgreens exclusives because I can use my Walgreens rewards to get her for cheap and get multiples for cheap. That's why I love Walgreens exclusive. So I'm going to be picking her up whenever she shows up, either on the website or in store. But it's probably going to be on the website. I've never seen a Kingdom Red alert in Walgreens. Next up for the news, we got this possible first look at Legacy Point Blank and Dead End alt modes, and it's just what, two pictures. Here's a big picture. I've already mentioned how I love Point Blank, or I have fond memories. The alt mode looks good. It looks like there's a big old gap back here. He's missing like his wings that would turn into like a shield. But I do like the port front, which is something that the G1 has. But he doesn't have the ball with the fire on the side. So I'm sure Toy Hacks will fix that. But he looks good. So far, so good. And he comes with a Target Master. I don't know if that's going to make him more expensive. We don't know. Well, he is part of the main line, so hopefully that Target Master doesn't make him more expensive. And here we have Transformers Legacy Dead End. And the Omo looks great. Looks like a Porsche. It has the round windows. And he has these, I guess these are his guns, but they look like ski racks. Kind of reminds me of the Lotus Spirit or a spear from the James Bond movie. I think it's not The Spy Who Loved Me. It's the one in the mountains. The one that kind of sucks. The slow one. The one with the underage Bond girls. I, um, I think it's one Bond girl. That's one girl is sitting on Bond and she's like a kid. She's a skater. Anyways, I do like this. They look like ski racks, so this is pretty cool. Next up for the news, um, we got first look at Studio Series Voyager, Studio Series 86 Voyager Ironhide. First look. All right, there's no extra pictures. It's just the one. It's like, ooh, he's like in space. Checkmate. Anyways, when I saw this, I was like, ugh, I don't like it. There's something about the Earthrise design with the whole front of the car being like most of the chest. There are pictures of this toy compared next to the drawing, the animation model of Ironhide from the cartoon, and it looks okay. It looks better, but I don't like it. Legacy. Well, this is 86, Studio Series 86. I don't know, Evan. I don't think this is designed by Evan, but maybe it is. But I don't know. I would have rather seen the Earthrise one get a re-release. But people have complained about the window breaking, and this is who knows the window if they did the plastic with the clear plastic, like a solid plastic and then clear plastic window to avoid the breakage. But this makes me want to get the DK2 guard more. I'll probably get that before I get this. I don't like it. It looks weird. Proportions. I like the proportions of the Earthrise one and the Siege one. They look like stocky bodyguards. That looks like And then recently, after that picture came out, we got some in-hand alt modes. So as a vehicle, this Ironhide looks better. You don't have to disconnect the roof to make it into a cool shield, or cool surfing platform. I bought the shattered glass version of Ratchet because I liked the mode. I was like, this mode isn't exclusive. Let me just get this again. If push comes to shove, I can paint it as a Ratchet, regular Ratchet. But it's still cool mode. So here it is in vehicle form. It looks good. It has the back that everyone was complaining about. They were like, "It's why are there feet on the back?" And I'm like, "Ugh, I don't know." And here's the bottom. The gun goes between the thunder dies. He can't fit into the back. Why would he wanna? And here he is with Optimus, Peter Cullens together. In vehicle mode, he looks great, but most people don't display their toys in vehicle mode. Like Blitzwing looks great as a robot. His alt modes suck, but I'll probably display him as a robot. Saves more space on your shelf in robot mode than in vehicle mode. And finally, for the news, let me mute So finally, for the news, we got more. I, I guess there were more before this, but the more. Please, may I have some more? More Legacy Year 2 listings discovered. Voyager Bludgeon, Nemesis Leo Prime, Ramjet Package Refresh, and more. So we have a little list here. We got the Legacy Core Nemesis Prime, which is probably a repaint of Core Prime, Core Optimus Prime. Legacy Core Grimlock, which would be good to see. Uh, um, I was out toy hunting and I went to Forbidden Planet. They had the Super 7 toys, not the big Ultimates, but they had the little ones that are like $17, which is way too expensive for a 5 point of articulation figure. They had Grimlock and he was pretty chunk. I was like, whoa, look at that. Wonder if he was 17 or if he was more. But G1 Grimlock as a core class with that design, I'd like to see that. But he's probably going to be stylized to Legacy. Got Bomb Burst package refresh. He's a Energon core Energon monster. Uh, I'm not too crazy about the Decepticon Pretenders. You get Core Swoop, which will be interesting. I like the Dinobots. Their color scheme is pretty bland. I don't know why we haven't gotten a G2 Grimlock yet. I'm guessing Hasbro is waiting, or they probably forgot. We're getting a Core Starscream package refresh. So, Starscream again. You could steal his null rays and give him to Skywarp. Core Class Scar. Nobody knows who this is. I The name doesn't sound familiar, but I'm sure I could TF wiki him, and it'll be somebody that I have no interest in. Probably doesn't transform into a car. Probably a monster or something. Got core class Snarl, a deluxe Shrapnel. They got the name back. We got deluxe Prow. This is Legacy, so he's not going to be a Datsun. I've heard people say that maybe it's going to be like one of the Lambo modes as Prow from Robots in Disguise. Um, Robots in Disguise 2001. Or some people have said it's animated Prow, the motorcycle. They take that RC mode and turn it into Prow. That's going to be sad. Got deluxe crosscut, which is a senator. This is a silver. It's going to be a silver skids. You got deluxe Junkion 2. I'm not too crazy about the Junkions. I like Retgar. I hope if I find Junk Heap on clearance, I'll probably pick him up, but he's not like something I want to spend money on right now. You got Voyager Nemesis Leo. We're supposed to get a Voyager Leo Prime, so this is going to be a black repaint. I don't know. I hope it looks good. Here's a picture of the masterpiece version, but I remember I did a review of a bootleg of. I wish I hadn't joined it away, but I really didn't like it. It was all glittery, and like puke yellow, puke green. I chucked it because it was a bootleg, and I didn't think I'd be able to sell it on eBay because eBay has a policy against selling bootlegs. So I was like, this thing's worthless. I regret that decision. Ugh. You got a Voyager Junkion. So you got a deluxe Junkion and a Voyager Junkion. Someone said probably this is going to be like a retool of RC as a Junkion. And finally, you got Voyager Bludgeon. My troll mind immediately goes to taking Zeraxis, repainting him, giving him a new head, and calling him Bludgeon. I don't like that, but that's what they're probably going to do. But the ones that I do look forward to, I skipped the Ramjet. Yeah, Ramjet is supposed to get a package refresh. But the thing is, Ramjet, everyone loves Ramjet, and he's easy to get because out of the cone heads, he's the one that's gotten the most repaints. We haven't seen a repaint of Dirge. We haven't seen a repaint of Thrust. By the way, I should call T Fan Page 101 on that. Well, he said, yeah, he said from Siege on T Fan Page on his Twitter, he asked about a mode that didn't get a repaint or retool from Siege up, and I couldn't think of one. And by golly, now I just thought of them. Dirge and Thrust haven't gotten repaints, but I lately I've been customizing the G2 version of Thrust of Ramjet that I got from TF Basement before they shut down. And I got the Sandstorm version and I got the regular version. I was able to get 2 copies. I was lucky enough to get it. But I do want to see if he does show up in his regular colors, I will pick him up. I like this mode, this jet mode. A lot of people are like, I hate that jet. Those Tetra jets are awesome. Those Earthrise jets suck. To me, the Earthrise jets are awesome. And the Siege Tetra jets, those suck. And you can stuff it. So that's it for the news. All right. I don't know how long this section is going to be. That's why I started early. But basically, out of the videos that I wanted to do, like stuff that I had uh, in my mind planned to do, I wanted to show off my Transformers books because Transformers in book form, there's not a lot. There's not a lot of books about Transformers that you can buy and collect. Um, but I also wanted to talk about the cards, Transformers cards. So let's get to it. I'm gonna turn on the camera for this one. It's 29 minutes in. Camera on. Everything dark. I have my wireless headphones so I can move away. Um, so, as a comic book collector, I also got into cards. Um, I would collect cards and I would collect comics at the same time. Sadly, I want to say circa 2006 when I moved from Astoria to Flushing. I got rid of my comic book collection. I figured, comics would become digital, so let me just get rid of this. Bad decision, but hey, I can't live in the past. Anyways, um, Transformers Thrilling 30 came with comics, but I have them in storage. I collected the comics. Um, I have them in my storage, and they're going to be probably next week for the live stream. I'll show off my Transformers books. but I was running out of topics to do, and I guess interact with people here on YouTube. So I'm gonna do this. I do like cards. This first orange binder is Titan's Return. You're gonna have to forgive my stupid webcam. It's set to autofocus, but it doesn't. It can't decide when or where to autofocus. So most of these cards are probably gonna be blurry. Hopefully, as you can see, the camera is going whoop whoop. It's like focusing in, focusing out. So it's stupid. The stupid Logitech camera. It dummy. So I'm gonna start with Titan's Return. Um, there are some early. Uh, I did collect the cards. These are from Combiner Wars. I did start collecting the cards, but I didn't start putting them in binders until Titan's Return. I know I have the cards somewhere in storage, but I don't know where. They're probably in a bag. They probably have a rubber band around them. But I do like the cards. Hasbro, the perfect package was when that. Sorry, let me just put up this Rodimus Prime from Kingdom. The perfect package for me was during Combiner Wars because you would get a toy and you would get a comic. Well, and a combiner piece, I guess. But Thrilling 30 also had the comic, so I felt like that was the best bang for your buck. Thrilling 30. I started collecting with Thrilling 30. Maybe it was probably because of the comics and the toys were cool. But I was like, comics and toys, that's awesome. It reminds me of Marvel Legends. So before that, I would collect Transformers, but not as much. Um, but I really got into Transformers with Drilling 30. Uh, I do like the cards. I'm guessing they got phased out because of cost. Like I've heard Amazon is buying up all the cardboard, so it's harder for other companies to get cardboard. But this the cards were a good way to keep track of what you had without writing it down and how many figures you had. Cards eventually evolved from Titan's Return. They went Combiner Wars, Titan's Return, Power the Primes, and then with Siege, they got rid of. They had the stupid blacklight scan gimmick, which I don't think anyone collected that. And then with Earthrise, they had the stupid maps, which I feel sorry for you if you decided to go whole hog into that because you'd have to get a Titan to get the map. Scorponok came with a piece of the map. You'd have to get exclusives like Ironhide and Prow and Ramjet and Dirge. You'd have to get exclusives to get the piece of the map. I threw all that stuff away because it wasn't important to me. I would have preferred cards because at least they have cool art, but that was a dumb decision on Hasbro's part. And then when they go back to cards, they're like, "Oh yeah, we're just gonna we're just gonna make multiple. We're gonna pick, I think, like a couple of characters and make different cards of them." Uh, So you couldn't even track how many Cyclonuses you had because he would come with a Black Arachnia card, an Optimus card, and it was dumb. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Legacy, they decided, you know what? Let's get rid of these dumb cards because it's not working because we messed up. Let's just have a stupid thing on the website, stupid file card. It's easier to put in different languages, but instead of using art, like instead of using the legacy box art, they use the 3D models. And the 3D models are cool. I like them, but I would rather prefer that they use the artwork. But no, stupid decisions. Get your stuff together, Hasbro. You dumb dummies. Anyway, let's go on. Now that I've explained the history of the cards, uh, I like using this as a way to track my toys. I use a new method now, which is basically where I'll put now what I'll do. I'll just write down the information. I told my wife, "This is when I die. You'll be able to know the true value of what you're selling. So that way you won't sell $100 toy for like 20 bucks." So I started this, I think, recently. So this is what I do now, and it's a way to keep a track of of my stuff. I also started a spreadsheet on Google, and I also have a notebook. So like July was pretty was pretty busy. June I only bought one toy. That was Black Zarek from Hasbro Post. And May, so I usually put where what day I bought them, uh, what version, like what copy. Like this one Soul Black Zarek from June. This is the fourth version of him that I bought. I bought him from Hasbro Post. He was 179. The discount was 71.59. Tax 10.15. The shipping was 6.99. So altogether, this is I have to fix this. So he came out to 124.54. I had $25 on honey, so he came out to base price was 99.50. Too much math. But the discount price should have been how much discount. I'm gonna put here how much he comes out with the discount. So I guess you could just extrapolate regular price minus discount price. That's how much I saved. So this is the new way that I have of tracking the toys that I buy. But this was the old way. We're 38 minutes in. I got nobody here because I'm lonely. Nobody likes me. I think I insulted my audience last time, which I felt good being the nerd at the convention. So here we go. So each card here represents one toy that I got. I haven't sold any of these. So, and again, Combiner Wars. This was like the tail end of the cards. As you can see, here's Scattershot. So I got one Onslaught, Blackjack, Huffer, two Skydives. Skydive was my favorite mode from Combiner Wars of the aerial bots. One Ultra Magnus, two Cyclonus, and Scattershot. Then I got three Silverboats. Silverbolt I found at Amazing Savings for like $10 later on down the line. So every time he comes with a card. So if you see a lot, multiples, it's usually because I got them cheap. We got three Silverboats, two Grooves, one Motor Master, two Hot Spots. I don't think I got him cheap. I'm going to try to go quick through this because I got three binders to go through. I got Titan's Return, Power the Primes, and Kingdom. So you got, there you go, Hotspot and Alpha Bravo. Drag Strip. I kind of started liking Drag Strip towards the end. Or I'm thinking maybe after this video, I'll just end with this binder. And next week, I'll do the next one. Seems plausible because there's a lot of pages here. So 2 drag strips. Drag strip, I didn't like his weapon so much, but I did find him cheap, I think like at Walmart. This is the G2 Menasor, which I found at TJ Maxx for like $40. Skylinks G2 Superion, also at TJ Maxx. Autobot Group, Protectobot Group, which I don't like his mode. They used it for Wreck Guard later in Power the Primes, but I don't know. Motorcycle great, robot not that great. And you got Firefly. And that's it for Combiner Wars. As you can see with the Combiner Wars, there was nothing on the back. Just Transformers Generations. And here's an Energon Snowcat, which is a card that I just found. I'm pretty sure I have some Energon cards, but I wasn't putting them in binders. 2 Blurs, 1 Skull Smasher. This is an extra page. 1 Scourge, Hardhead, Wheelie. I only got 1 Wheelie. I kept looking to get another Wheelie, but he never went on clearance, and then he disappeared. And I got 2 Rewinds and Snowcat. Now, you're probably going to be like, oh man, he's rich. Yeah, no, I'm not rich. The last wave of Titan's Return was a tail ender. It showed up at a store called Amazing Savings here in New York, and each one was $7.99. So every time I would go to the store, I would either buy 2 or 3 that I liked, or I'd buy the wave, which was Slugslinger, Cup, Rodimus, and Hardhead. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Slugslingers. Then there's Cup. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And since the cards are here, they're all loose. 11 Cups. I didn't like when this mode was announced. I didn't like it. But for $7.99, whoo boy, did I like it. And here's Hot Rod. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 here. Hardhead. The Titan's Return art was hit or miss. I did like some more than others. Like this Hot Rod was pretty nice. Hardhead, not so much. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so 9 per page. More Hot Rods. 3 Hot Rods, 1 Hardhead, and Scourge. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 Scourges. Scourge is a good mode. I didn't want to build the Sweeps army, but it was alright. And Twinferno. I really didn't like how Twinferno's legs connected into his tail, but still, I got a couple of copies of him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I probably got most of these when Target was clearancing out their Titan's Return figures. I think it was like $11.99 each. Got Mind Wipe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mind Wipes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wolf Wires. Out of the Decepticon headmasters, Wolfwire is my favorite. I love him. Mindwipe has the problem that as a robot, he's great. But when you turn him into a bat, his wings and the way his torso. I wanted the G1 version of Mindwipe has like those little boombox speakers on the side of him, and he has a big chunky middle torso as a bat, but Mind Wipe, Titans Return Mind Wipe didn't have that. So, and I've heard problems with the soft plastic of the wings cracking. Wolfwire did have a problem where the hinge to his cockpit would crack, but I didn't care. It would stay connected though. Got Highbrow, 1, 2, and Chrome Dome, 2 Chrome Domes. Out of the Autobot headmasters, Chrome Dome is my least favorite. But Highbrow, I like Highbrow. It was a cool helicopter. And that there's oversized versions of them makes them cooler. Got Trigger Happy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 Trigger Happies. Trigger Happy, I guess I'm also reviewing Titans Return as a line. I'll put it in the show notes. Trigger Happy as a toy, his alt mode is beautiful. It looks like a evil X-wing, and his robot mode is great. His head sculpt reminds me of Deadpool. I wanted to customize one as Deadpool, but if you can get Trigger Happy, he is the best out of the Decepticon headmasters, the Decepticon target masters. He's the best. Even better than the slug slingers that I have. Got Autobot Breakaway, which was a repaint of Chrome Dome, and he was an evil guy on the Lost Light. So I didn't like his colors much. The artwork is great, but the colors were kind of weird. I'm surprised I have as many copies. I have 3. Probably 1 for the collection, 1 to customize, 1 to fiddle with. And you got Autobot Top Spin. Out of the jump starters, he's the most accessible and he's pretty cool. I always thought of him as a counter to Trigger Happy. So like Trigger Happy is this cool evil X-wing, and Autobot Top Spin is like this cool jet that would chase him and shoot at him and stuff. His head sculpt is pretty nice also. But he's easier to get than Twin Twist because Twin Twist was tail ender, which is released at the end of the line and was harder to get. But Top Spin was like in wave 3, so he's easier to get. If you could get a Top Spin, get him. You got 1 Croc. Wow, 1 Croc. Dude, I'm pretty sure I have more. I think at the end when Target was clearancing out their stuff, he was one of the toys that they clearanced. I wasn't a great fan of Skull Smasher, but Croc, the colors are awesome. He's basically Insecticon colors, and for some reason I always felt like his head made him look like a football player. Here we have 1 Twin Twist. I love his artwork. I'm just going to show it off if my camera will allow it. Please allow it. No? All right. His artwork is pretty cool. He has the massive shoulders that I like, the shoulder pylons like Ultra Magnus and Cybertron Defense Hot Shot. But my camera is like, no. But I love this art. I believe this was Marcelo that did this. But it's a shame that he's so hard to find, that he's so expensive. I got a Misfire, 1 Misfire here, also part of that tail ender. The first Misfire, of the tail enders, I believe he's easier to find because nobody wanted him, or I think he was packed in more. Oh, there we go. He was packed in. I don't know the assortment, but he was easier to find, in my opinion. I found one at Forbidden, at Midtown Comics in the city on 42nd Street. Then I found another one at Nearguard Pharmacy in Brooklyn on the corner of 4th, 5th Avenue and 9th Street. And I did find them in again in a pharmacy. And I got Windblade. One, two, three, four Windblades. I liked this Windblade more than I liked the Thrilling 31. Got someone in live chat, Transformer fan 1275 says, hey, what's up? Just in the middle showing off my card collection. Sorry about the camera. I hope the sound is good. I wasn't too pleased with last time's live stream, but I do like this wireless headset. So I did like Windblade, this Titans Return version, more than I liked the Thrilling 31. Thrilling 31 was kind of gangly, but this one's chonk and had a great head sculpt, and the head would fit into the cockpit. The thing I do, the thing I do love about Titans Return is that you got headmasters with great head sculpts because they had these big blocky heads, and then there were little pilots with your in scale vehicles. It was peak perfection. Transformers fan says, "Cool, how much you got?" And the sound is okay. I'm just going. I guess I'm reviewing Titans Return and the stuff. I use these cards as a checklist of an inventory of stuff that I got. So I guess this is all loose because the cards are here. So I got 4 Windblades, and I guess now I'm gonna move on to the Voyagers. You got Broadside, 2 Broadsides, 2 Megatrons, 2 Optimus. I did like Broadside. His aircraft carrier is great. Sorry, I had to burp all this talking. Transformers fan says I have some Titans. Yeah, they're great. I love them. Broadside is great, except for his jet mode. I like his robot mode. I like his aircraft carrier mode. His weapon is kind of dumb, but he's great. He came with little tiny aerial bots, and the Megatron is okay as as a tank. As a jet, he's also cool. And as Megatron, I always felt like he looked great, like the IDW Megatron, but his shoulders were kind of wonky because of his transformation. And this Optimus Prime is also good. These were great toys. He's kind of like Laser Prime, but now we got a new one, so I guess no one wants this one anymore. Next up for the Voyagers, I got Octone 1234 and Blitzwing 123 Blitzwing and 2 Trains. Octone and Blitzwing showed up at Marshalls for like $12.99. I do like the artwork for Octone. It deserves to be on a poster, as you can see. Uh, but it's great. It's very chonk, covers up a lot of space, and goes great with Triptychon. The Astro Train, I didn't like the train mode. It was kind of the shuttle mode was kind of fat. It was a chunky shuttle mode. Blitzwing, it was the better version of Megatron's mode. His head had like too much paint, but it was pretty good for Blitzwing. And I guess I got more deluxes here. Got two Blurs, two Skull Smashers, two Fortress Maximuses, and two Triptychons. Quake is on the other page. Oh, look at that. I guess I put these. So I got one Fortress Maximus I bought at Toys R Us at full price. And then the second one went Toys R Us. Transformers fan says it's hard to see. My webcam is supposed to have autofocus, but if there's something in the background that steals its focus, it's like, let me look at that. So, see, now it's blurry. Now I guess it's focused. But I'm sorry about that. And it's kind of dark. I don't have the light on because it makes the room hot and the AC is on. So, Fortress Maximus, I got him. I got I have one in box, but this one I got when Toys R Us was going out of business. So I got one for like 130, and then Triptychon I got one from Amazon, one from Ollie's, and then the rest from Burlington. But the one from Amazon, I believe he was on sale. I don't remember how much I paid, but it was probably 120. But as I already did a review of these two guys, so you guys can see my opinions on them. So here we got Blur. Blur was the first Titans Return figure that I wanted to get my hands on because he looks great. His vehicle mode awesome. His robot mode awesome. Skull Smasher was my least favorite of the first wave. I didn't like the head sculpt and the weird alligator hands on his wrist look wacky and wonky. Then you got Decepticon Quake. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Quake, I think, was also part of Target clearancing out their Titans Return figures during Christmas. But if I had to pick between Hardhead and Quake, Quake is the better repaint, the better mold. Has a great head sculpt, and the colors are great. And his Decepticon insignia with the lightning bolt, it's badass. Got Perceptor. Got 1, 2, 3, 4 Perceptors. Perceptor was kind of hard to find. I did get a couple cheap. I probably two of them cheap at Walgreens. I used my rewards, but I do like him. I haven't got the 86 Studio Series 86 version, but I like him more than the Thrilling 31, which I got later. I didn't pick it up the first time around, but I like him. I like this Perceptor, and I guess because people were picking him up, he's kind of hard to get in the secondary market. His prices were pretty expensive. I don't know how it is now because we have Studio Series 86. Studio Series 86 Perceptor, his head is kind of weird. It looks like a round dome, but this head was glorious. And I'm glad I have enough. I'm pretty sure one of them is to customize. Then we got some legends. We got Sea Spray, who for some odd reason his artwork was him in alt mode. And Cosmos, also in alt mode. I got a couple of these cheap from Target when they were clearancing out Titans Return. Again, these are opened copies. I'm pretty sure I have some in mint in box. Then you got Overlord down here and one kickback. Overlord, uh, I got one at Ollie's for like $20 when I picked up Triptychon, and then he showed up at TJ Maxx for like $20. Usually, when closeout stores get stuff like if you hear Ross or Ollie's is getting Transformers for $20, they're going to show up at a closeout store in your area for the same price, hopefully. So good luck hunting. But that's how I got Overlord. Overlord is cool. I love him. I didn't pick up Sky Shadow because I was expecting his Sky Shadow, his repaint, to go on sale or clearance. Never did. Toys R Us went out of business, and that thing never clearanced out. But I don't mind. Sometimes with Transformers, if if you feel like if you miss it, you're good. Then don't worry about it. You don't have to buy them all. They're not Pokemon. And kickback, I only got one kickback. I'm pretty sure I got him for full price, but he was hard to find. People were army building kickback, so now we're moving. Well, this is still Legends. This is a small class. I got Stripes. I think I only got them because I threw them in a cart or in Amazon or somewhere for it to round out to the free shipping. I think it was ToysRUs.com. I think when I bought RC, Titans Return RC. But I wasn't, I'm not a big fan of this mode, but it was the only thing in stock, so I was like, what? We got Rewind. I only have one card here. Rewind's pretty cool. But I'm pretty sure I got two more cards. He's pretty cool. You got one No. I only got one Brawn and one No. Um, I got this card is of Scorponok. This is an exclusive Titan Headmaster that came with Grotesque or Grotesque with some amazing artwork from Marcelo Materi. This thing deserves to be a poster, but it's basically the robot transforming into this cat demon. I'm a stupid. This is great artwork. You should look it up if you can. By the way, I'll probably look it up and use it as um, my wallpaper. It's awesome artwork. I would. I wish we could get a art book. Here's a Roadburn, who's Chase, and his name is Carlo. I think in I think in this Japanese version or in this English dub, and it was like my middle name's Carlo. I should get him and make him my mascot, but alas, it was yet to be. He's a repaint of Bumblebee, uh, but I didn't. I didn't have a lot of opportunities to buy them on the cheap. That's why I only have one. Then you got this Titan Master Ultra Magnus that came with RC. Grotesque and RC were these are Toys R Us exclusives. And I had the opportunity to buy RC again, but like a dummy, I was looking for something else. I think I was looking for Titans Return stuff. No, not Titans Return, Power to Prime stuff. And I said, I'll buy her when I come back. When I came back, she was gone. And this was back in the day when their boxes had no art on it. It was just black. But this is some good artwork too from Marcelo. All the Titans Return cards have Tech specs on the back. Yeah, there you go. Got six shot. I only got one copy of six shot. I wish I would have gotten more. I know exactly when. I did like a short review of him on the channel, but I like him. I wish I would have gotten an extra one to be able to customize. And if Transformers does come up with like something like the Black Label, like Star Wars has their archive where they re-release old figures, I would like to see this guy again. Here we got the Walgreens exclusive Wingspan and Cloud Raker. Alt modes for some reason instead of robots. Got Alpha Trion. I like Alpha Trion as a character. Transformers fan says, "Sorry, I have to go. I love this though." It's all right. The video will be here. You can always come back and watch it. I'm already an hour in. There'll be something entertaining to do, like as you play a video game or draw or play with your toys. That's what I do, at least with live streams, Transformers live streams that are out there. Transformers fan says, "Okay, love your vid." Thanks, man. So these guys were Walgreens exclusive. They they got clearanced out, and also um, with the Walgreens rewards, you can use them to get them for a cheaper price. So I I got them. Thank goodness, eons later in Earthrise, we got them released again with their clone partner. Clone. I am not a clone. But Alpha Trion, I hated the lion mode. The ship mode was decent, but the lion was garbage. Um, I don't like the new one that's coming out with Orion packs, but it's better than this. Got Brainstorm. Brainstorm was a Walgreens exclusive also, but I didn't wasn't aware of the rewards system. It's weird. I had the card, but then I had like my telephone number was associated with one account with one email. My telephone was associated with one email, and the card was associated with another email. So I wasn't racking up the points. Now every time I do a purchase at Walgreens, I show the card instead of putting in my number. It's weird. But Brainstorm, Walgreens exclusive. Then you got Sentinel Prime and Galvatron. I avoided Sentinel Prime until he showed up at Amazing Savings for like $9.99. And Galvatron also showed up at Amazing Savings. But I believe I did buy him beforehand. And here's some repeat cards. Trigger Happy, Scourge, Hardhead, Highbrow, Chrome Dome, Brainstorm, Overlord, Hot Rod, and Quake. I gotta reorganize this so that I could put them together with the rest of their cards. Got Twinferno, Decepticon Croc, and Topspin. These are I probably got from Target around the end when they were clearing out their Titans Return. Target and also Walgreens and I guess Amazing Savings too. And that's it. If you're curious, these binders I bought from Walgreens, and these card holders you can get from Target. Um, Sometimes some targets have them, sometimes they don't, but they're usually near the registers by the card sections. So yeah, I I don't think I'll be getting any more Titans Return figures in the future, but I put these in here just to hold on to them. Here's the instructions for Titans Return Overlord, and here's this PDF is available online. I'll probably put a link in the description so you can download it, and it's pretty cool. It's like the story of Titans. So I tried to print it out all in color. I think I did print it out. And then I tried to do another copy again, and my ink ran out. My color ink ran out. But yeah. And you also get tech specs. In case you didn't get the cards, you get the tech specs again. I don't know why Hasbro doesn't give away more stuff like this, more stuff that you can download. Like Takara, you can download the instructions for your Transformers. But America, they don't do that. They don't add a PDF to the figure so you could download it. It's bonkers. Some companies way back at the beginning of the internet, they would let you download a press kit with elements that you could use to put up on your website or your fan site or whatever. I did that for Evangelion and Gundam way back then. Companies don't do that anymore. I wish they would, because I would love to have the art and the 3D renders to be able to put up on a website that I made up. And you can get a free website, Google Sites. Just if you have a Google account, you have a Google site. Just Google Sites and you'll be able to find it. Anyway, it's been an hour and 13 minutes. I'll leave you with a taste of Armageddon. So for next week, this is kind of fun and I guess planned. For next week, we're going to look at Power of the Primes, where the Hasbro people just went bonkers with the card collecting. They decided they were going to throw their audience, and they were going to release with each toy, they put in a random card that would associate to a random Titan Master. I love the Titan Masters. They're not as cool. I mean, Power Masters, Prime Masters. I love the Prime Masters. They're not as cool as the Titan Masters because they have these stupid logos on their back. But they were little guys that were in scale with the Transformers. And Hasbro decided in their infinite craziness, stupidness, I guess, absolute geniuses. I think this was a horrible idea. But still, you can track how many toys you bought, which is great. But if you were a completionist, which you shouldn't be, if you're a toy collector, you should not be, I got to collect them all, because you're going to go insane, going to go broke, and your wife is going to hate you and call you stupid. And I'm calling you stupid. Just buy what you like. You don't have to buy everything just because it's Transformers. So in their infinite craziness, Hasbro decided that they were going to randomly pack a card with a toy with a random connected to a random Prime Master. So this is Amalgamous Jazz. And it says, shifts modes like a DJ mixing songs. Wiki, wiki. So it's 8:58. I'm not going to go through this. I thought today I'd go through all three binders, But it looks like, I guess, going through the binders and reviewing these old lines as I go, I guess, is the way to go. But next week, Power of the Primes. So come back, y'all. Anyways, it was crazy. I'm Aries0083. Let me turn off the camera. I just wanna say, you know, in these trying times of being a Transformers collector, um, I'm gonna go through these old comments Transformers fan left. He said that, or they said, "I wish I can buy more Transformers," and it's we if if Transformer toys were $1 each, no matter the class, the size, or the line, I'm sure everyone would buy them. I'd have one step changers. I'd have red. I'd have Cyberverse. I'd have those Titans that look like shampoo bottles, but they're not. Every toy isn't $1. So my motto, I guess, for collectors is to wait. Buy what you like, buy what you really like before you miss it. But if there's something like Legacy Metroplex, if I don't get him, I don't think I'm gonna regret it later. If he does come up on sale for Christmas, and he's less than 100, or at least 125, I'll probably pick him up. But some toys, if you can wait, wait. If you really like the toy, if like when you go into the store and you see Kickback and you're like, oh, I love Legacy Kickback. Look, he's so awesome. Then buy it. But I usually wait. I wait for a sale, or I wait for it like to go on clearance, or the last line, or the toy line. I wait for it to show up in clearance stores. Like I still haven't bought Slammer or Pipes. I wanna get them. I if I if I miss out on them, it's okay. I have the mode for Huffer, which is just like Pipes. But I would say wait. Don't be impatient with your purchasing. And that's about it. If you can't buy something, don't buy it. Don't be like rent Transformer, rent Transformer, or food Transformer, food. Don't do that. If you wait long enough, good things will come. I'm Aries0083, and I'm gonna see you guys next week. I do feel a little better, feel more incentivized to keep doing this, but hopefully my analytics will go up. But I don't know. It's all a toss up. Well, bye. Follow me on the web at twitter.com. I'm Aries0083. At Instagram.com, I'm Aries0083. At Facebook.com,
my personal profile is john.classified.5. My page is Aries0083.fans. And finally, at my blog on Blogger, Aries0083-action-figure-blog.